Yo, what is going on? I want to talk about Neji's death and Naruto Shippuden and the significance that it had. Now, personally, and I know many others may share the same belief, but I think that Neji's death was pretty much pointless in a sense, and it was done really bad as, to build up the Naruto Hinata relationship. But the scene could have been done a lot better, and I think that there are some faults in the show which contributed to this. Now, Neji has always been a pretty cool character, and even in part 1 with his, Naruto versus Neji fight, that was a very important fight, which the whole topic of fate and destiny gets brought up again toward, Naruto Shippuden towards the end of the show. But that was a very important fight for Naruto and just that whole concept of fate and destiny. Now, I don't want to, dive into this fate and destiny talk for like 20 minutes, but the sole purpose of it was that Neji said that your destiny is set from the time you were born, and how like abilities and talents are determined at birth, which he isn't wrong in a sense, because certain abilities and talents, such as being born in the Uchiha clan or being born in the Hyuga clan, can contribute to your abilities and talents. But the whole fate and destiny thing, to where your destiny is set from the time you were born, that was a big point in the fight, and pretty much Naruto in a way proved Neji wrong in multiple ways, such as becoming the Hokage, and I would even put it as far as to say him breaking the cycle of Ashura and Indra fighting each other throughout the generations, right? But I don't want to be stuck on that too long, like I said, because that could take we can talk about this for like 10 whole minutes, right? Or even longer. So kind of that was sort of his significance in part 1. He also did have the fight with Kidomaru, and that was a pretty good fight too. And the main thing I'm really getting here is that in part 1 we saw a lot more of Neji, and he really did have a greater role in the show and a greater impact. One of my main issues with Naruto Shippuden is that a lot of the side characters don't necessarily get the shine that they deserve, like Neji. And in part 2 of Naruto, Neji really did not get any shine, and I really feel like Neji in part 2 was just a major letdown. Part 1 amazing, right? Naruto versus Neji fight amazing, pretty pivotal part of the show, but we get to part 2 and we're just like, where is Neji, right? We barely see him. When it comes time to the war, we barely see him either. He doesn't even have like a fight scene like how Shikamaru, Ino, and Choji fight Asuma, where they had like a major fight into the war. Neji didn't really have anything like that, to be honest, and it just felt like his character was just thrown out until the scene to where he died. When he died in that scene, it kind of came out of nowhere, because the whole time we're watching Naruto Shippuden, right, we barely see Neji, and then all of a sudden Neji pops out of nowhere and blocks the wooden spear from killing Hinata, right? And to be honest, I've seen this one complaint which I'll address, is that Neji could have spun it off, and I had to disagree, because he even says that he couldn't keep up with the amount that was coming towards him, and pretty much everyone was pretty drained at this point, so that can have happened. But him jumping in front of Hinata, which Hinata had originally jumped in front of Naruto in order to block the wooden spear, but in a way him dying for the main branch was pretty symbolic, kind of the way his father died too. But the thing with his father was that they say something like he's felt freedom because he's doing it on his own free will, and I think even Neji repeats that as he's dying. So in a way he wasn't predestined to protect the main branch, but he sacrificed himself because he wanted to, right? Because of his desire to protect Hinata. So I think in that aspect, the death scene is pretty cool. But I think even Kishimoto said that the whole point of killing Neji was to really just bring Naruto and Hinata closer together, which in a way he kind of did, but the whole after scene with Naruto and Hinata was kind of weird, to be honest. And I could say that their relationship didn't really develop. until the last Naruto the movie. And overall, that whole death scene was just out of place. And while it wasn't entirely bad, it could have been done a lot better. I think if they decided to have Neji more involved in Naruto Shippuden, then this death scene would have hit a lot harder. Because I'm a huge Neji fan. Neji is one of my favorite characters. But when he hasn't been shown for so long and he just randomly dies like that, it's like you don't really care a lot. Because when he died, I was so shocked, right? Not shocked that he died, just shocked that, like, why him, right? But yeah, I just think that that's kind of one of the big problems with Shippuden. Like I said, the character's not getting enough shine. But if Neji was given an opportunity to have more spotlight in the show, then this death scene would have meant a lot more, right? But when you see a lot of these other side characters not really get that much shine in Shippuden too, so it's not just like a Neji thing, it's some of the other characters also. But I would have really liked for Neji to still be alive. I think it would have been a awesome character to keep alive, and potentially one of the strongest Hyuga in the clan. But unfortunately we can't know that now. But I do think that someone of more importance could have been sacrificed for Neji, but I'm not sure who exactly they will sacrifice anyway. But it is war, and I understand someone did have to die. But like I reiterate, the whole scene kind of did not have a lot of impact just for those reasons, right? But yeah, it's kind of where I want to end it off. Hopefully I didn't miss anything and leave anything out. But anyways, hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, leave a like, comment, subscribe, and let me know what you guys think about Neji's death. But anyway, I'll see you guys later. Peace.